Hello, Golden State Warriors fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. Rumors have begun to swirl around the Golden State Warriors locker room after head coach Steve Kerr made a statement that has sent shockwaves through the NBA community. During a seemingly routine press conference, Kerr hinted at internal issues, suggesting that there may be a player actively contaminating the team's atmosphere. The choice of words was not subtle, and insiders claim that this remark has sparked a frenzy among journalists, analysts, and fans alike, all eager to identify the source of tension within one of the league's most celebrated franchises. While Kerr did not name anyone specifically, the gravity of his comment cannot be understated, as it implies a disruption that could affect both performance on the court and team morale. Sources close to the team suggest that the unrest has been simmering for weeks, with disagreements over playing time, leadership roles, and strategy possibly contributing to a fractured environment. The Warriors, known for their cohesion and championship pedigree, now find themselves under intense scrutiny, with every gesture, comment, and social media post from players being dissected for clues. Observers are now speculating whether this situation could escalate into a public feud or even affect roster decisions before the season progresses. According to unnamed insiders, tensions in the locker room have reached a point where veteran players are reportedly questioning not only each other's commitment, but also the overall direction of the team. The Warriors, who have dominated headlines for years with their style, talent, and championship successes, now face a narrative rarely associated with the franchise: internal discord. Analysts suggest that such disruption can have compounding effects, influencing everything from practice intensity to in-game decision-making, and even team chemistry during critical playoff moments. The term "contaminating the team," used by Kerr, has left room for interpretation, leading to endless speculation among fans and commentators. Some believe it could refer to a player whose attitude is negatively affecting younger teammates, while others argue it might relate to off-court behavior or disagreements with coaching strategies. While Kerr has always been lauded for his calm demeanor and ability to manage superstars effectively, this public acknowledgement of internal friction hints at a deeper problem that may have remained hidden behind closed doors. Sources note that this is not merely a matter of ego clashes, but could be tied to larger philosophical differences within the team structure. The unfolding scenario is reminiscent of other high-profile NBA controversies, where subtle tensions eventually culminated in significant team changes or player departures. The ripple effect of Kerr's statement is already visible across social media platforms, where every post, tweet, or comment from Warriors players is analyzed for hidden meanings or indirect references to the rumored disruption. Fans have created speculative threads, comparing recent games, behaviors, and statements in search of patterns that might reveal the identity of the contaminating player. This online buzz is compounded by the media's tendency to sensationalize, turning what might be internal disagreements into headlines that dominate sports news cycles. Coaches, commentators, and analysts now face the delicate task of discussing potential internal conflicts without exacerbating tensions or spreading unverified claims. The challenge is further complicated by the Warriors' history of successful team dynamics, making the notion of internal sabotage appear almost inconceivable to outsiders. Yet, according to sources within the organization, small incidents, heated exchanges during practice, subtle criticisms in team meetings, and public disagreements over strategy have slowly accumulated, creating a perception of dysfunction. The situation is particularly sensitive given the team's championship ambitions and the presence of high-profile stars whose reputations and legacies could be impacted by any sustained internal conflict. As this story develops, every movement, from player rotations to training sessions, is being scrutinized as potential evidence of ongoing unrest within the Warriors' ranks. Speculation has also emerged around the psychological impact of the alleged internal discord, with insiders claiming that some younger players may be struggling to maintain confidence amidst the rumored tension. Leadership dynamics within the team are reportedly under pressure, as veteran figures try to balance mentorship with managing their own frustrations. Analysts suggest that such a climate can subtly undermine even the most disciplined and experienced teams, particularly during the grueling NBA season where mental resilience is as crucial as physical skill. Kerr's decision to publicly address the matter, albeit indirectly, signals both a warning and a strategic move to assert control over the narrative, making it clear that internal accountability is being monitored closely. Meanwhile, rival teams are undoubtedly paying attention, with opponents potentially viewing this unrest as an opportunity to exploit weaknesses during critical matchups. The complexity of the situation is compounded by the Warriors' prominence in the league. Any rumor or perceived scandal gains immediate attention, amplifying pressure on players and staff alike. Industry insiders hint that front office discussions may already be underway, considering whether adjustments in roster management or coaching approach are necessary to mitigate the alleged disruption. The balance between transparency, team morale, and competitive performance is proving delicate as the franchise navigates a scenario few teams of this caliber ever publicly confront. Adding another layer to the intrigue, some analysts have drawn comparisons to previous NBA situations where high-profile teams experienced internal friction, noting patterns in player behavior, media handling, and eventual outcomes. In many cases, what began as subtle tension gradually evolved into more overt disputes, influencing team decisions, trade rumors, and even coaching adjustments. In the context of the Warriors, a team known for strategic brilliance and cohesion, the idea that one individual could significantly destabilize the roster is both alarming and fascinating to observers. Industry insiders point out that contamination might not imply malicious intent, but rather the introduction of dissenting attitudes or contrasting philosophies that clash with established norms. Whether this is a temporary flare-up or a longer-term issue remains uncertain, but the mere acknowledgement from Kerr has amplified the story exponentially. Sources close to the team emphasize that practices, game preparation, and locker room interactions are being conducted under a heightened sense of awareness, with players conscious of the media spotlight and public perception. Even casual remarks during interviews are being interpreted through the lens of potential internal conflict, with every nuance dissected for hidden meaning. The unfolding situation is thus as much about perception as it is about actual interpersonal dynamics, creating a charged atmosphere around one of the NBA's most successful and scrutinized teams. Experts have begun weighing in on the potential ramifications, suggesting that the alleged disruption could have broader implications for team chemistry, individual performance, and future roster decisions. While some maintain that the Warriors possess the resilience and experience to navigate internal challenges, others warn that prolonged friction can erode trust, reduce cohesion, and impact in-game decision-making, particularly in high-pressure situations. Social media speculation continues unabated, with fans debating which player could be responsible, whether the issue is related to leadership conflicts, personality clashes, or differing visions for the team's playstyle. The intrigue is magnified by Kerr's history of tactful leadership, meaning any public acknowledgement of trouble signals seriousness beyond casual locker room disagreements. According to insiders, conversations behind closed doors are reportedly intense, with coaches, management, and veteran players addressing both individual behavior and collective responsibility. The situation also highlights the delicate balance of maintaining transparency with the public while protecting internal dynamics from unnecessary exposure. As the Warriors navigate this tense environment, each game, practice, and interview is now framed by the rumor, influencing both perception and reality. The NBA world is watching closely, anticipating whether this story will fizzle out as a temporary distraction or evolve into a defining moment in the team's ongoing saga, setting the stage for dramatic developments in the near future. Speculation continues to mount as the Warriors' season progresses, with insiders suggesting that the alleged contaminating player may be influencing not just morale, but strategic execution during games. Observers point out subtle changes in on-court behavior, such as hesitation in passing, visible frustration after turnovers, and a slight decline in collective defensive cohesion, interpreting these as potential signs of internal tension. Analysts argue that even minor disruptions can cascade into significant performance issues, particularly for a team like Golden State that relies heavily on synchronized movements, trust in teammates, and split-second decision-making. The narrative surrounding Kerr's comment has fueled countless online debates, with fans dissecting post-game interviews, social media interactions, and even pre-game warm-ups for any indication of discord. Some believe that the issue could stem from disagreements over leadership dynamics, with younger stars pushing for more autonomy while veterans assert traditional hierarchies. Others speculate that personality clashes, off-court distractions, or dissatisfaction with coaching strategies may be at the heart of the problem. Regardless of the origin, the mere suggestion that one individual could destabilize such a high-caliber team has amplified scrutiny, turning what might have been routine team adjustments into a magnified saga, attracting attention far beyond the Bay Area. Every subsequent game is now being viewed through a lens of suspicion and intrigue. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. Industry insiders hint that management may already be strategizing on how to address the rumored internal friction without publicly acknowledging it. Possible measures under discussion include subtle shifts in rotation, targeted counseling sessions, or even exploring trade options if the disruption persists. While the specifics remain confidential, sources emphasize that the franchise takes team chemistry seriously, understanding that the Warriors' legacy is built as much on interpersonal cohesion as individual talent. The situation also raises questions about Kerr's long-term approach, as the coach has historically prioritized a balance between accountability and maintaining harmony among superstar athletes. By publicly hinting at internal issues, Kerr may be attempting to preempt further escalation, signaling that behavior negatively affecting the team will not go unnoticed. Fans and analysts alike are dissecting every action, from bench demeanor to post-game interviews, searching for clues about the identity and influence of the alleged disruptive player. Meanwhile, social media has become a breeding ground for speculation, with trending hashtags, polls, and fan theories amplifying the story's reach. The intensity of attention reflects not just curiosity, but concern over potential implications for the Warriors' championship prospects. The psychological dimensions of the rumored disruption are becoming a major point of discussion among sports psychologists and analysts, who warn that even subtle negativity can affect team resilience during high-pressure moments. Sources suggest that players may be consciously or unconsciously adjusting their behavior, suppressing open dialogue, or overcompensating to avoid conflict, all of which could subtly impair performance. Leadership roles are reportedly under negotiation, as veterans try to balance mentorship with managing frustration over perceived challenges to authority or team norms. Observers speculate that if the situation continues, it could affect not only current game outcomes, but also the development of younger talent, potentially creating longer-term ramifications for the franchise. Kerr's indirect acknowledgement of the situation also serves a strategic purpose, signaling to all team members that accountability and cohesion are paramount, while subtly warning the rumored individual that disruptive behavior has consequences. The NBA's competitive nature adds another layer of complexity, as opponents may perceive the internal rumors as leverage, adjusting game plans to exploit potential cracks in cohesion. Meanwhile, fans are relentless in their scrutiny, analyzing interviews, social media posts, and even travel patterns for hints, keeping the rumor mill active and relentless. Media outlets are increasingly framing Kerr's statement as a potential turning point for the Warriors, with commentators debating whether the team can navigate the alleged internal friction without impacting championship ambitions. Comparisons to historical NBA incidents are frequent, highlighting how even championship-caliber teams can suffer performance declines when locker room dynamics are strained. Industry insiders caution that while no official conflict has been confirmed, perception alone can create pressure, influencing behavior, communication, and strategic decisions on both individual and team levels. Some speculate that the alleged issue could catalyze future trades or lineup adjustments, though others argue that Kerr's leadership style may prevent such drastic measures, relying instead on internal resolutions. The story's persistence across media platforms underscores the unique vulnerability of high-profile teams, where rumors can amplify minor disagreements into major narratives. Social media continues to fuel speculation, with fan theories evolving daily, while analysts provide counterpoints to temper sensationalism, emphasizing the potential gap between perception and reality. In essence, the Warriors find themselves navigating a complex landscape, balancing public scrutiny, internal cohesion, and on-court performance, all under the shadow of an unverified yet highly influential rumor that has captured the imagination of the NBA community. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.